Gerard Vienna, and welcome to this Eurovision reaction and review. So today, Lithuania. Lithuania's Eurovizijos has finally ended. It's like basically it's one of the longest running national finals in the season. They stuck to their initial schedule, which means that their song was chosen, Fusedmarc, with the song Reign of Revolution, which is not one of the main contenders that I heard about. But let's treat this on its own merits and see what I think of the song. Oh my god! This is... wow. Okay, how was this not one of the main contenders? Lithuania, are you hiding, like, amazing entries somewhere? Because I am immediately taken and curious about what the hell this song is. I'm sorry, I know lots of people are disappointed that Lithuania didn't choose, like, Aista or Greta, but this song is interesting, at the very least, if not quality. Basically in love with this song already. I don't know what it is, but I'm fairly sure I just watched the actual reprise rather than the competition performance. But you know what? That was brilliant. Why do I say that? Because it's different. Look, it may be a bit too off-center for a couple of people's tastes. I have heard that people weren't exactly happy with this choice, but you know what? I kind of am. It's another choice where the genre isn't a traditional Eurovision genre, and you know what? If this is Jamala's legacy, allowing people to bring in genres that aren't normal at Eurovision, then I'm completely on board. So, to be honest, I don't have much to say about the song itself at the moment. Damn, that lead singer is a performer. So, why do I feel like that? Because I was enthralled from the very opening second of that song. It can be hard to get me to feel like that, actually. Because if I think, oh, this song's just gonna be like your generic song, then I'm not exactly going to be like, oh, yes, I love it. Anyway, let's have a listen to that song a couple more times and try to figure out what I feel about it. I've understood why people don't like it. It reminds me of Albania 2011, which was kind of a flop. Lithuania are basically in what I would call the question mark half of their semi-final. They're in the second half of semi-final 2, and that is filled with, like, entries that are just weird. Like, people are gonna tune in to the first half and it's gonna be, like, normal-ish, and then the second half's gonna happen and they're gonna get confused a little bit. I could accidentally forget to stop this song. Damn, Lithuania! That was an immediately striking performance. You know what? That's it. That's the strongest point that I could give this. This is staged almost perfectly. Fusedmarc know how to put this one on stage, know how to make it look appealing from the very first second. That can be a hard thing to do. You don't know, well, we don't know where this is going to be in the running order, but it's got to be in the second half of semi-final 2. And the second half of semi-final 2 is looking up to be this kind of wild card. People who have been waiting for the weird Eurovision are going to love second half of semi-final 2 because it's so variety-filled. It's diverse. I kind of want to take a couple of those countries and swap them out with countries in the first half of semi-final 1, to be very honest. Just in terms of genre and, well, yeah, genre, really. So, this has a powerful backing track. Now, I wouldn't be surprised if there was a vague rejigging of this. Countries are allowed to release, or are allowed to submit revamps until about a month before the show. So, this one and a couple of others could get a slight revamp, could get a slight redo before we hit Eurovision itself. You're not allowed to change it majorly, and that's why all the major revamps have to be released before. But I just feel like a little bit more fine-tuning on the backing track could help this one, especially with the way that the horn and guitar elements are. I feel like the horn elements, they are really good, but they also feel just a tad bit, I don't know, ungenuine. This isn't like a major thing, and they don't need to fix it unlike Georgia needed to, but it's just this kind of thing of, like, it could be a little bit better. Anyway, this is another diverse in genre entry. I will get back to this. The vocals that are in this song, they grow as the time of the song goes along. Like, so it's not as if we're at this one note and we keep staying on this one note for 3 minutes. We're at this one note now, and then while the backing track may not change as much as the vocals do, the vocals carry a lot of the change within this song. In my disadvantages, this is in an unusual genre. What do I mean by that? It's not the kind of genre that people would expect. Why do I say that? Because even though we have quite a few of these numbers already this year, this is not exactly a genre that does extremely well at Eurovision itself. Now, why do I say that? Because, sadly, you do need to be aware that not all the genres that go at Eurovision usually work. This kind of song reminds me of a song like Feel the Passion from Albania in 2011, which crashed in its semi-final. This song in itself grew within Lithuania. Now, why do I mention that? This may not be the kind of song that everyone wants to vote for first or second time around, because I'm fairly sure it actually did take quite a while for the audience in Lithuania to warm to this one. Or maybe just the semis and maybe just the heat and the quarterfinal didn't have very good performance levels, and that could have been the main issue there. But you know what? Fair enough. I'm just taking what I have as a fact. This one didn't get the votes in Lithuania to begin with, but it did get there in the end, and that's all that matters when you're having a national final. But when you're holding a Eurovision, songs that haven't done well in their semis and their heats that go to Eurovision don't do as well as they could. If you have an opinion on the Lithuanian song, please feel free to tweet it to @Eurovision or leave it in the comments down below. So, what are my scores for Lithuania? Well, my scores for Lithuania are a 10 out of 10, a 10 out of 10, and a 9 out of 10. Lots of people may be confused by why I gave it this score, and my thing is, this is something different that, in my opinion, is really, really good. It's not the kind of entry that you would expect at Eurovision. So, in terms of Eurovision, I don't know how well I would rate this song, but in terms of my own personal opinion on this song, 10 out of 10. So, good luck Lithuania, and do pobacenia.